So this trip is winding down. I'm spending my last week or so in Lima, Peru, Barranco in particular. I'm currently shooting in Miraflores. Here in Miraflores at JFK's Park. This trip for 90 days, a 3-month trip, cost me less than a 1-week all-inclusive trip would have. I spent less than $1,050 on lodging throughout the entire trip, and I spent less than $300 on ground transportation for all my transportation within Peru. If you're planning your own trip to Peru and want some tools, I've listed links to the spreadsheets supporting this video and also some supporting media from my website that I intend to update yet in the future with some more details about the excursion and other associated costs. Feel free to use the spreadsheets shown below. You can do your own shopping around. I find that both Google Maps and Booking.com are pretty useful tools. I am not sponsored by anybody, so this is just my own opinion. You can book directly or you can use Booking. I found that I can even get a better deal using Booking occasionally. I think taking the bus is the best way to see the country and experience how the people really live, rather than flying an airplane from one major city to the next and missing how the real common folk out in the rural areas actually live. My average lodging expense per night was less than $12. You could save even more money if you stayed in dorm rooms at hostels, or you could spend a lot more money trying to live like a rich Westerner in a big funky resort. Of course, then you'd miss out on the real Peru. So you get what you pay for, and sometimes you get less. I managed to stay in private rooms with private bathrooms throughout my adventures in Peru and still spent less than $1,050 on lodging for 90 days. I additionally did do some excursions, but excursions and food and drink are very personal, and those costs will relate to what you want to spend. For an example, though, you can see how much Machu Picchu cost me. You can follow the link up here. And via bus trip from Aguas Calientes to Machu Picchu and back was less than 100 soles, so less than $25. The entrance fee to Machu Picchu was 152 soles, which is basically less than $40. I also hired a guide. You can negotiate that on your own. I like to support the local people, especially the guides. Hey, I'm a river guide. Speaking of which, come support me on the river. Come rafting. Check out the link. Your food costs will vary depending on the style of food you want to eat, but it is certainly possible to eat for $10 a day. $2.50 breakfast, $2.50 lunch, about $5 for your supper. If you cook for yourself, you can cook even cheaper. Of course, you can spend a lot more if you want to eat Western style food while you're here in Latin America. Choice is yours. Alcohol prices range widely from great deals to kind of expensive, but I guess still very cheap by American standards. And much like the all-inclusive trips, alcohol ain't included. That's the extra charge. It's not included in my lodging and travel expenses. If you enjoy this content and like these frugal travel tips, please give the video a like and share it with your like-minded friends. Subscribe for even more related content and maybe some crazy whitewater footage yet to come this year. If you really like these videos and want to help them keep coming, then consider coming rafting with me. The tips I earn while rafting and my request trips are what fund these adventures over the endless summers or winters or whatever you want to call them. This video is another example of you don't need lots of money to travel lots. Use your imagination, spend well. And people are trying to sell me crap, but clearly I don't have no money because I'm a dirty river hippie I'm a guia del Rio in Estados Unidos. I have no money, no dinero.
No problem.
It's all good.
No problem. Yeah.
So, peace out from the Love Park. You see the statue over there? All I'm missing is a girlfriend to spend it with.